As you can see, I have some trees here, and I need to get water to them. So I'm going to put in an irrigation system. I will give you all the steps to it. I'll go through it step by step and show you everything that I'm doing. And we are going to make this happen. We have some nice trees, and we don't want them to end up drying out. You see, we got a lot of them. Actually, we have a total of 55 trees. I'm just going to show you part of them. Okay, as you can see, I have a lot of trees on both sides. I have, like I say, a total of 55 trees, I believe. They all need some irrigation. There's no real grass in the yard yet, and we don't get that much rain, and so irrigation is very important. I have been watering them by hand, and it takes me maybe 5-6 minutes per tree times 55, so you're looking at 5 or 6 hours almost. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in an irrigation system and show everybody how to do it the easy way. And so now the first thing that I have to do here, I had thought about putting in PVC pipe, but I have too many trees and it takes too much digging. So we are going to put in, instead of PVC pipe, we're going to just use the black 1/2-inch hosing, and we'll get that from Home Depot, and I will show you everything that we do step by step. So I will see you later, and thank you for joining me. Okay, all of the trees here are roughly 20 feet apart, and so what I'm going to use, I will be using, as you can see here, it's kind of a triangle hole. I'm going to use that, and the pipe that I'm putting in, I'm only putting it roughly between 4 and 6 inches in the ground. So this will be okay to do what I need to do. As you see here, we're going to that didn't take that long, did it? So, as you can see, that didn't take very long. It is a little bit sandy, so I am going to use water to help me out. Now we are going to do a little more trenching. We've already watered it. The water is soaked in. it's looking better. I have lots of trenching to do. I will be back a little later. I'm going to do some trenching and I'll get back to you. Okay, as you can see, I've done quite a bit of trenching. It takes quite a while, depending on how much you have to do. But the ground is not so bad, and I use water in the trench to help me out. I'm just kind of giving you a glimpse of what I've been working on. And I have trenched approximately 300 feet down through there. So I have about, I don't know, maybe 15 trees, but so it's approximately 300 feet of trench. Okay, on the end of our hose, we put an end cap on there. That'll cap it off, and because that's the end of the hose, so the water won't go anywhere. Years ago, they used to just fold the hose over, but now they have an end cap, so it works great. We will be starting here, and we have put the hose in the trench, as you can see, and the trench is going all the way down, and we're just going to start with this first one. We're going to start here, and we're going to get water to the first tree. This will be our first project. We're at the end of it here. There's a tree. We will get water to it. Should not be too hard to do at all. Okay, here we have our connector, which is going to connect our 1/4-inch piping. This is a 1/4-inch barb connector. It's going to connect our 1/4-inch pipe to our 1/2-inch pipe so that we can get it over to the tree. Once we connect the 1/4-inch pipe, we will also use a adjustable dripper. This one is adjustable from, if I can get it to be still, the wind is blowing, from 0 to 14 gallons per hour. So we have, this will be our dripper. We have some micro tubing stakes. These micro tubing stakes will be to hold the dripper in place. And we also got some nice handy tools here. This one, this will help seat the barb connector to the 1/4-inch tubing. This one, as you see, it has a hole punch. It will punch a hole into the 1/4-inch, into the 1/2-inch tubing, so the 1/4-inch connector will fit. Okay, what we have here, we have 100 feet of 1/4-inch tubing. We have 55 trees, and we'll be using maybe 2 feet of tubing per tree roughly. So this should, for the most part, take care of everything. Okay, first thing, we're going to take this guy and we're going to punch a hole in our tubing. We're going to get our tubing here. This is the end of it. End of the line. This will go straight into the tree. We'll set that on. We'll take this one. We'll set it right on top like that. Just stick it in there and squeeze. Punch the hole in it. Take it out, and there's our hole. As you can see the hole here, and that's where our connector is going to go. Okay, here I have my cutters that I'm going to use to cut my tubing. As you can see, it works well on tubing. It'll cut it right off. Piece of cake, no problem. So this is what I'm going to use for cutting my tubing. Okay, for this pipe, I already put on my stem for the dripper, my 1/4-inch pipe, and as you can see, I put some dirt over it to hold it down. So this is going to hold it in place until I'm going all the way down this row, and this will hold everything in place. I'm going to put dirt in several spots until I can try it out, but the dirt will hold it in place until I am done and ready to test it out. And we can see there's another one. The stem goes up right up over. Okay, on this section, this is our corner. We're going to put in an elbow, a 90-degree elbow, and I will show you exactly how to do it. Okay, for this one, we're going to put in this 90-degree elbow. We have these cutters. This is what we're going to cut it with. First thing we have to do is measure. We already have it in the ground. We're going to measure, make sure we want it to come about right here, because the elbow is going to be there. So we need to make sure that it'll fit inside of here and still make the turn. Therefore, we're going to cut it about there. We're going to cut it right there. Beautiful cut. Very nice, very nice. Now we take our elbow and we'll place it on here and push it in. Okay, that's how you put that one side in. We catch the other side and we'll do the same thing. We'll push it in here. Okay, look at that. Our elbow fits perfect. It's a perfect fit. So what we're going to do now, we're going to fill in some of the space down through here. We're going to fill that in, except where we have our 1/4-inch pipe coming out to the tree. And I will be back. Okay, here we are going to install a T where we're going to come off this line, we're going to come over and go to our water. We're going to install a T right about here, and that T is going to go from there over. We're going to run a pipe over to the faucet. So we have water faucet right there, and that's where our pipe is going to go. It'll just go right here. There it is. Right there. Okay, let's get back and get our tea put in. Okay, there we go. First, we decided that this is where we want to put our tea. So we're going to cut here and we're going to install this tea. Okay, cut that one. And we'll take this. We're going to install this tea. Just push it in. Got a good connection. And we need to cut it off about here to get the other part pushed in. Okay, there, our tea has been installed. Turn it up some to keep the dirt out. And that was it. That's all we had to do. Okay, here, this is our faucet. I'm going to install a splitter. This splitter is so that I can have the water coming out one side. I can hook the water hose to one side and the water that's going to go to my trees on the other side. So we just take that and screw it on there. Kind of snug it up, make sure it's tight. There we go. Done. Piece of cake. All right, next we will do okay, what I have here is duct tape. I'm going to take some duct tape and put over the hole there, my cap, to cap it off so that okay, I'm gonna just put a piece of this over it like that, just to keep the dirt out. That way. And the reason for that, I have to dig another small trench back this way towards the fence where I want my hose to go so that it can go to the outlet. And I don't want any dirt to get in the line. Okay. Here we dug a trench from that tee over to the fence. We're going to put a pipe in there and put an elbow and come straight up the fence with our pipe so we can run it over to our faucet. That is next step. Okay, there's my T connection. And this is the one that's going to go to my faucet for the water supply. It's going across to the fence. It goes up. And I have another 90-degree there. And that one's going to go across. It'll go across to here where it's going down. As you can see, going down to the water supply. I just have to turn it on and I should have water. Okay, there we go. We got everything hooked up. Turned it on and it's working. Right now I have it connected to about 15 trees. I am going to add another 5. I checked the pressure. I have enough pressure. I think I can put on a few more trees. But that's the result. It's getting water. So that'll save me a lot of time. Okay, this is before. There's no watering system. That is the before. Nothing, just a hole where I manually watered, but no system. Okay, now this is after, and as you can see, see here, the ground has been covered back up where the hose is put in, and here there's my little watering hose coming out, but I have it tied to the tree with the rope. I am going to fix that later, but right now that's what we have. And as you can see, the ground is wet. It did a really good job. Okay, that's once you get it up out of the dirt, have it so that the water will soak down into the ground, and the dirt won't stop up your sprinkler. And see, I made things with a wire, a double loop, down loop, a up loop, and you stick your little 1/4-inch sprinkler in there, and there you go. You have it right there.